on another point, I am so pissed that this is getting a nerf. Don't get me wrong, it's good that this card is getting a nerf, but I think it's just too late. I understand the nerf to Beltway. I would have understood it back in September. In September, the nerf to Beltway would have made sense. And the same thing goes for this card. The nerf to these two would have made sense back in September last year. To do the nerfs now, in the current new meta, is really stupid. In the long-term run, I understand, yeah, the reasons for it. But as of right now, with the current meta as it stands, it's stupid and pointless. I don't like stealth. I understand stealth, making this effective for one attack. It's still effectively good. And maybe I'm just being biased, but Force Morgan is kind of one of the decks next to Nergigante and Wesker that sort of help counter against Chun-Li Yorn Ascension right now, because Yorn Li is too good. And by effectively nerfing Beltway, they've effectively made Chun-Li stronger. This all happens next month. But by doing this, Chun-Li is now stronger. Because there's not much competition for it. So to deal with Chun, you gotta rely on using your Nergigante or your Wesker. Another Chun-Li. At least I see it that way. That's kind of how I see it. They have already nerfed 4 Eyes. She used to take a Caesar unit with 4 HP or less. They dropped it to 3 HP. And we thought that was bad, but then we realized that really wasn't that bad. That was fine. It was fine, that was fair. And now it returns a unit, an MP cost of 3 or less. The problem is, not a lot of decks really utilize 3 MP. The only deck I can see that effectively runs a lot of 3 MPs is Ashura Senku Akuma. That's it. Sure, green and reds and all that, they have a couple 3 cost units. But a lot of the time, a lot of good units cost 4. I understand the reason why they're doing the nerf. In the long run, I get it. But I still think effectively this is a too late to nerf. I honestly feel like they said it in the thing that they're going by the results from December. It's nearly February, and the meta's already been established. The meta has already been established. This is what's running the meta.
I'll put an end to their plans.
This,
my fist.
followed by that's Ashura Senku, followed by Morgan.
I appreciate a good thrill.
3.5s and 4s.
I won't.
Followed by Hadouken Ryu,
consume me.
as always. And either a mono black Nerg or green black Nerg. This is pretty much all you see in rank. And I feel like by nerfing out the 4's purple, I also feel like they've effectively sort of taken purple out of the equation. Especially Resonate. Resonate definitely needed that nerf. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was just annoying. Especially stealth. It's still stupidly good. So for only 1 attack now that's effective, I think that's a fine nerf. It sort of just puts stealth out of the option, but Resonate's probably still just going to rely on flight now. So you just have to deal with flight units. But that's not a problem for
I'll put an end to their plans.
Green Yorn Li because of Hoitzel. Hoitzel is so strong for what he does for a 6 cost. He has anti-air. There are not a lot of units that anti-air, so green has got the perfect counter to that. But yeah, I don't know. And then they're going to target some other hero arts, and
I appreciate a good thrill.
they're going to target another bunch of hero arts, and they're going to target this in March. A bunch of hero, apparently some other, I don't know how many other cards are being targeted. This was, Surge of Demonic Power was specifically stated, and some hero arts, I think, are going to be targeted in March for some changes. The problem, I think the other issue is that by then, the new hero drops, so the meta is going to change again. I honestly feel like this shit should have been changed, like, already? We gotta wait another 2 months for Surge to be changed? If you really were thinking about it, you would have changed this already. So it's kind of just weird that it's taking so long. Hoitzel needs to be more expensive? Yeah, Hoitzel needs to be way more expensive. Hoitzel does so much just for 6. It's like freaking, Iris.
My
Father, I'll put an end to their plans.
Iris does so much for 5. Shield and mana boost of 50% at 5. It's so much just for 5. She needs to have like an increase to 6 or something. Effectively, that takes her out of dual decks completely. And Hoitzel is a 6/8 when he ascends, with shield and anti-air. This shit is really good. He it probably needs like an AP increase. Shit's so good. But that's kind of how I see things right now. The changes to the meta is just, I don't know, it feels too late. I feel like the meta's been established.
I appreciate a good thrill.
And Resonate decks do not really work that well anymore. They can work, but I feel like when Resonate activates Surge of Demonic Power to do their shit, it's actually helping Ascension more. Because it's happened to me. I versed a Resonate. When they did the Surge of Demonic Power and they dropped their shit, I just went Ascension, Ascension, Ascension. And then I effectively just ruined whatever planning they had to do because my units ascended. And then whatever unit had flight, Hoitzel's on the field. What are you gonna do? Hoitzel's there. He's going to block your attack. Iris is super squishy though, and dies to stuff easier. Iris has to be a 5 cost for DD. Nah, look, Iris does so much. I think Iris does too much for a 5 cost. She needs to be a 6 cost. It's 50% mana increase and a shield. She's not squishy. She's got a 6 body, dude. Or as a 5 body. That's not squishy. Squishy is 4 HP or less. A 6 body is definitely not squishy. A 6 body is annoying to deal with. Anything that's 5 HP or higher is a good body. Anything higher than 5 is a good body. Like, if you look at green overall, nothing is squishy in this deck if you look at it. Everything has got a high cost body. Yes, there are units with 1 attack. But they survive. They stay on the field and they allow you to do your ascensions. So this is why some of us are saying that she needs to cost more simply because she just does so much to help green. I will leave Layer alone because Layer is 20% less with shield and it does 4 damage to units. You want it to be left with the dual green? Yeah. I'm biased on the fact that Beltway got nerfed. I'd rather him... Oh yeah, Beltway lost 2 HP. Do you know how bad that is now? Beltway is so squishy. 2-3. And returns a 3 cost by February. He's a 2-5 and returns 4. He's going to be so squishy now. So we'll have to see what the hell they do come March for changes. I hope some of this shit is going to be good. I really hope so.